A hot start to begin Season 3 has put us at 2-0 for this episode, and we've got a player of the week in each of the 2 weeks. Cowan in week 1 for the defense, and then Cohen, our quarterback, won last week. Wasn't a particularly great performance, so it looks like there just weren't a lot of great performances in the NFC, but hey, I'll take a weekly award and the XP that comes with it anytime I can get it. Jalen Randall is looking to break out this game, and because of that, that's going to be the game that we play to see if we can't get our first round pick edge in his second year up to X Factor development. It's going to be a difficult task, but I think he's capable of it. Just really needs a couple of sacks and he can get it. Supposedly it's going to be a pretty big rain day for our game against the Bears, and so we'll try to run against it. Even with our new look offense and passing looking pretty good so far through the first 2 weeks, I think building through the run is still the way to go with this team. Taking a look at the Bears roster and the guys above 85 overall, there are not a lot of them. Tremaine Edwins, the best player on this team. Pretty good do-it-all linebacker, defending both the run and the pass. And then DJ Moore, of course, really good receiver, down to Star Dev. I think he starts the game at Superstar if I'm not mistaken, but very good player. Heath Terry, they got this great wide receiver duo, but I mean, this is the guy that has 35 injury from our first draft, but when he's on the field, very good player. And then Jalen Johnson is the last player at 85 overall or higher, but he will be out for this game. And so not a lot on the defensive side of the ball to speak of for this team. And that is going to make things very interesting. And in terms of who's quarterbacking this team, I'm not sure if it'll be Marion Devine, who they picked in the first round, who's a very good prospect, or if they'll be sticking with Justin Fields. For now, I think they'll probably be sticking with Fields. I think that overall gap is too big for them to go with Devine, but who knows? We'll see. When the game starts, we'll see if they're starting Devine or if they're starting Justin Fields. So now that we're a little bit more familiar with the team, let's go ahead and game plan against them. Elijah Mitchell is their running back, and I think this is a team that likes to establish a ground game, and so that will be our focus. And then we also, like the game plan said, we want to run the ball inside. I'll do these mini games, and if there's a dev up, I'll let you know, but there wasn't. So last thing we're going to do here prior to the gameplay is these upgrades here. Lambert still needs so much development in block shedding. Gaffney, let's see if we can get him up to 80 power moves. That'll give him an extra pass rush bar. Got a lot of upgrades here, and he did get +2 power moves into the 80s there. Very nice for him. Nance, superstar development offensive lineman. Thinking of where to put his, probably Agile would be the one for him. Trying to get him in a spot where he's good at blocking everything. Just needs some help in some pass protection now. And Zach Williams, our wide receiver 3, will help him a little bit in the underneath game. Even though he's mostly just a deep threat for us. Still like to have him be a little bit of an all-around receiver. And with that being done, we're ready to face the Chicago Bears. In front of the London fans today, in the all-black unis that I like so much in real life, just finished up the Sunday night Eagles-Dolphins game. Refereeing might not have been the most even I've ever seen in a football game. I'll admit, if you're a Dolphins fan, I'm sure it frustrated you at parts. And I don't blame you for it, but hey, Eagles 6-1. We're feeling good, hoping to transfer those good vibes here into this series here as we've They got what I would say is an inferior opponent. I know they're actually 2 overall higher than us, but for the first time maybe in this franchise, I feel like we're actually playing a team that's worse than us, and I fully expect to win this game. Justin Fields is going to be the starter here for Chicago. They are not going with Marion Devine, and Fields has not yet thrown a touchdown in this season, so how long will the Bears keep him out before they turn to the rookie quarterback? So I checked the formation subs prior to this game, and they're correct there as Anthony Torrance makes a nice play on the ball. It's where it's at, but when we actually choose 3-4 formation, all the players are off. I don't know what it is. I looked at formation subs, and they're correct. 2nd and 10, give to Eli Mitchell. Cowan not letting them get much there, just a gain of 1. And the wide receiver with 35 injury is injured 2 plays into this game. Not surprised. 3rd and 9. This would be a great spot to get Randall's first stat we need here for his breakout scenario. Instead, it's going to be Cowan. Fields was drifting right in the pocket, right into the midst of Cowan. I know Fields is very speedy, but I mean, Cowan's right up there with him in terms of speed. Can't run away from him. Might check to a play action pass. That's exactly what we're going to do here. Wide open downfield is Odom on the first play of the game. Into Chicago territory. Gain of 27. Bears loaded the box. This was supposed to be a rainy day. There was that scenario. So we said we would run against it, but looks like the weather changed and we might be able to have an easier time airing it out. 3rd and 4 from the 30. Cohen's going to step up and slide past the first down marker. Bears did a nice job in coverage. 1st and 10. Campbell hit him in stride, and he is trying to break past 1 tackle. Can't do it. We got 1st and goal inside the 10. 3rd and goal. Defense has been good so far, but this is a very light box. If we can't run this in, I don't know what we're doing here. There you go. A touchdown on the ground for Kershaw on his first attempt of the game, and we score first. This offense, I cannot possibly express to you how much more fun this playbook has been in the first game and drive that we've played compared to the first 2 years. The plays are just so much better here in this San Francisco playbook. Fields downfield to Anthony Torrance, another PBU. Great start to his day. He's been targeted twice and forced the incompletion both times. 2nd down. It's a give to Elijah Mitchell, and there was perfect blocking by this Bears offensive line, and the way our line was shifted kind of made that run a little bit easier, I'd say. It was a good play to run against that front. 2nd and short. Play action. Fields has a man wide open, but Vincent. Nice recovery speed on the play to get to Scott. That's a little bit of an RPO, and Fields made the right decision. Hits DJ Moore on the screen pass, and that was well blocked by his teammate. Give to Mitchell. He's got plenty of space and another 1st down. One lined up in man coverage again. And a pass broken up by Vincent. Our outside corners having a heck of a start here. That is wide open. That was our first play of zone coverage in this game, and now you see why I run man. DJ Moore was just left all alone. Had Vincent trailing 13, and then Dakota Rich was sitting underneath. And that corner of the end zone had nobody covering it. And a 7 on 1st down. Going to the ground here for Alford. Barely gets the first. He's had 3 yards on all 4 of his rushes. We've got 3rd and long, and they want us to go screen, but I'm actually looking at Paul Campbell. He's uncovered. We're going to go right to him. Campbell up the seam, and past the 50. Don't mind the wide receiver screen on 3rd and 12 deep inside our own territory, but you can't just leave a receiver wide open off the line. From the 41. Wide open downfield is Vince Williams. He jukes past one guy, gets pile driven down, but not until he gets inside the 10 to the 9. Second down, fullback still in the game. Alford gets past the goal line. Another rushing touchdown. This time by our lead power back, Alford. Kershaw's been getting a lot of the touches down low, and it's not really on purpose by any means. I like Alford down low, but both backs have a touchdown to start this game. That is well defended by Owens. Loss of 1 on the run stop. Third and 8. Fields is just going to go for the check down, and Dakota Rich makes the one-on-one tackle. Another stop for the D. Just a yard needed on second down. Going deep to Campbell. Hits him in stride. Can he beat 31? Yes, he can. Into the end zone. Paul Campbell from deep. Oh my goodness. What a dot from Cohen. If he underthrew that at all, 31 could make a play, but he hit Campbell right on the money. Big time second-year breakout early on for Cohen. Of course, the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week as well. Looks like he's aiming for that award again. Mitchell is going to get the first down on the carry. Fields forced out. Lambert going to pick up the sack. Owens a little too slow to catch Fields there, but he got the pressure for the Lambert sack. Fields has Mooney wide open on the corner route. 6-10 for Fields and a first down Chicago. Second down. Pass the sticks. DJ Moore breaks the tackle from Torrance, breaks another as well. Jalen Randall injured. Been tough to get him to make an impact on the ball for his breakout scenario, and now it's looking even less likely he'll get it. That's towards the end zone, broken up by Malik Vincent. Second and 10. Keontae Simmons just gets a hand on that. What could have been a Chicago touchdown. And Randall out for the game, so he has officially failed his X Factor scenario. Fields. He's going to get the first down. It's the danger of man coverage with Fields. From the 2. Nothing doing. Loss of 1. Arnout in on the tackle. Third and goal. I mean, I would just be calling QB draw right there on that open slot. And Simmons forces the incompletion on the young stud receiver, and it's going to force a Chicago field goal. Third and 4. Screen out to Alford, and we got the blocks. Juked way too early, but it doesn't matter. We got the first down. 2:19 left in the half. Kershaw weaving his way through traffic. Big pickup for the running back. First and 10. And we're going to take the sack. I was looking for Bullocks, but he definitely got held on his route. And it's going to result in this sack. He had the one-on-one coverage. Thought he was going to create on this break here, but instead gets contacted illegally. Going back to Bullocks, and he makes the catch. In at 17.5 when we needed 18. 3rd and inches. Kershaw in the backfield. Over the middle to Campbell. He's had his best game of the year. Already here in the first half. Cohen over 200 yards on just 10 attempts. We trust our offensive line here to get the push. 3rd and goal from the 3. We're going to do it. And nothing doing. Chicago's going to take a timeout. I'm not going for it here. I'm going Lucas Fowler. See if we can't get a 3rd rushing touchdown with a 3rd different player. Fullback dive. Fowler short. No fullback touchdown, and the Bears gets the goal line stop. All right. Big tack package in for Chicago, and we got pancaked. And so it's a big play. Chicago gets out of the shadow of their own end zone. See if Chicago runs another play here. Yes, they will. Looking for some garbage yards, and they're not going to get it. Screw you and your garbage yards, Justin Fields. We've got a quick 3rd and 10. This is the Bears' best opportunity for a stop so far in this ball game. On the run. That's going to be a flag. Is that going to be roughing the passer to extend this drive? It is. The Bears had their first stop, but it's going to be a roughing the passer. Tough break. 3rd and 5. We're motioning to an empty backfield here. That is on the whip route, Odom, but he's short. 4th and inches from midfield. You go for that. You just go for that. Here we go. 4th and inches. Alford. Just got it. Man, how the difficulty of getting a single yard in the run game right now is crazy. This is a play we became very familiar with last season on 3rd and long situations. Running it here. Bullock's wide open. Catch and run yardage. We extend our drive. Campbell has it. Jukes past one guy. He's still going the fight with Campbell. Gotta love what we've seen from him today. 2nd and 3. Alford gets to the edge, gets the touchdown. Let's go. Touchdown number 2 for Alford on the day. Gets to the edge on it. Nice blocking by Odom and Fowler to allow him to get there. Fields. That one's almost picked by Vincent. Knocks it out though. 3rd and 4. That is quickly read by Justin Fields. Found the one guy who wasn't covered. Mitchell gets past the arms of Arnaud and gets the first. Give to Mitchell. Cowan is just so good in space, man. So good in space. The speed, short tackler. That is over the middle. DJ Moore couldn't hold on. Torrance and Arnaud in coverage combined for the stop. Bears are going to punt it. 3rd and 2. That is just an awful read by me. He was double covered all the way. I accidentally pressed a play call that I hated, so I audibled. I've never run that play before, as you can tell. I made an awful read, and I'm lucky I didn't get picked there. Mitchell just gets swallowed behind the line by Dwayne Cowan. I mean, We've got to start having a conversation. Is Cowan actually better than Arnaud? Like, he started the season better than Arnaud. I'll just say that. Are they going to run this year? No, they're not. I'm going to go play action, though. Fields gets sacked by Cowan. That is the benefit of this dime formation is quarterbacks evading to that side. They're not going to outrun Cowan. Nobody is. It's beautiful. Sending an all-out blitz. 4th down. Bears needed it, and Torrance put his hands up and got the stop. Defense has been elite all day. Really, both sides of the ball have, as evidenced by the fact that this is not a particularly close game. Still have just under 10 minutes to go, though. We got to finish strong. This is a really heavy box. Alford, can he get a block? Oh, baby. So close to a 3rd Alford touchdown today. Is he whining? Or is he making fun of us for being whiners? Look at the scoreboard, dude. Play action rollout. Back of the end zone for Odom. The catch is there. The 5th touchdown of this game. Taking advantage of the short field. And Odom is off the screen right now, but he's celebrating with his teammates. And just a dot on the run from Cowan here to our number 1 wide receiver. 3rd and 10. Fields trying to evade. Arnaud is there and is going to tackle him for a loss of 1. Bears need 11. Another 4th down attempt for them. That is almost picked off by Vincent. Incredible play by Mooney, but it's going to be short of the line of gain. So another stop by the defense in what's been probably their best performance we have yet to see. A shame we couldn't have Jalen Randall here as part of it. Alford, I mean, the blocks have just gotten so much better here. Gets a 1st down. Cohen, can he enter the rushing touchdown fund? Yes, he can. I think it's time to take a look at sliders. Now, I will say we use Mat 10 sliders, but it's been a while since I've actually looked. And so Madden's updated a couple of times, and maybe these Mat 10 sliders are a little outdated. So between this episode and next, I'll be taking a look. I'll update it again. If you want to use my sliders, obviously they don't look great right now. But what we've been using in the past is just his slider, operationsports.com. You can just Google Mat 10 sliders as I'm about to miss his field goal. But if you want to know if there's a difference between this episode and next, it's going to be the fact that I'm going to update the sliders to whatever the most recent All Madden sliders are for Mat 10. Trying to get some feel-good points, maybe get some momentum for next week. I respect it. Hopefully take this drive as a learning experience. We're able to finally get something going a little bit. And this kneel down will be the final play in this game. As with just 30 seconds left on the clock, we are not required to run another play. And again, like I said, with a couple of pretty big scoring performances and big deficits from a team that I certainly think is improved, but, isn't a team that should be, we're not at this point of the rebuild where I think we're playing like the best team in the league, and we're just not there yet. I think, the morale reset was huge, and adding a tight end that I think unlocks our offense is huge, and a new playbook. So we had a lot of good things going for us, stacking on top, and I think, we should be better than we were last year. And maybe it's just the fact that we haven't played an elite team yet. Maybe if we were to face off against the Eagles or the Cowboys or something like that, we come down to earth a little bit. But these have been a couple of just blow away wins. And Cohen was really sharp. Had that one that I threw that probably should have been an interception, if we're being honest. Alford was not very efficient, but he got up to 80 yards. He got a couple of touchdowns. He got 23 and a touchdown from Cohen. We got 36 and a touchdown from Kershaw. It was a very big Alford game where we spent a lot of time just running out the clock in bigger packages. Didn't run out of kind of the spread them out and run as much. And of course, the failed touchdown attempt by Fowler. Campbell was our lead receiver today. One of the few opportunities he's had to be that for us. So I'm glad he was able to shine, because I am very fond of Campbell. I think he's a really good receiver for us. Odom, more of a quiet day, but it was just more of a quiet day for our passing attack in general, as we held a big lead for the most of this game. Nance gave up the 1 sack, but it was kind of more of a coverage slash it was PI that the game didn't call a sack. TFL's 4 for Cowan with 2 sacks. Arnaud had 3 and a sack. Like this duo is just absolutely insane. One had a couple of TFLs, and then Lambert had a sack. No picks for us, but deflections we had a few. Wilcox, Arnaud, and Simmons. Again, I wish this would just be passes defense rather than deflections, because we had so many of those today. My goodness, Torrance and Vincent in particular both defended a ton of passes today. They were on fire, sticking like glue to these Chicago receivers, and big reason our defense had such a nice day. We only allowed 13 points to the Chicago Bears. Jamal Wilcox subbed in for an injured, I forget the name. Who's the name of our rookie safety? Should probably remember that. The name escapes me right now. We'll go with an elusive. I'd like to get change of direction mostly is what I'm looking for here. We don't get it there. Get a little bit of vision, which is fine. But we're now 3-0. Not gonna look at the breakout player we know was a failure and it was because of injury, so I don't want to talk to him about it. We get 1,000 XP for everybody, which will be nice. We will see a nice chunk of upgrades as we have a tough week 4. I think week 4, this is where, I mean, the Browns are a pretty good team too, but San Francisco, man. It looks like they've gone down a little bit and down to an 84 overall. That makes some sense. They do have a number of veterans there, but we'll upgrade. Actually, we'll save it for the end. Let's talk about the QB1 check-in. Cohen's been flipping fantastic, but it's not just him. I mean, the defense has been out of their mind. The blocking, the receivers are making plays. I think Cohen has been an excellent field general, but I think he's just capitalizing on open receivers more than kind of throwing guys open most of the time. So we will let's talk about weekly strategy against the Niners. They got Purdy, who's a superstar. I think short pass and run the ball. They're the second worst run defense. And they think I want to focus on my punter. That's really cute. Troy Stewart was the guy who got injured in practice last week and was out for this game. We'll give him back his practice, but I did just see he's superstar, which got revealed. I don't know how, because he didn't play, but he was hidden this week. Or was it revealed and I just didn't notice? No injuries on offense. It probably because he didn't play any snaps, so it had to have already been revealed. So we got a superstar. Dude, the dev traits on this team are crazy, man. It almost feels like I'm cheating. I promise I'm not. Like, I'll show you that I do not edit these draft classes. I have no knowledge of them. I guess we've just gotten, like, insanely lucky. I'll do that real quick before we do this game. You can look at under transactions. You can look under draft class edit. There is none. Like, I don't touch the classes. I don't go in and edit anybody. I mean, I'll have to do it again right before the draft to prove it, but like no edits, and it's the It's the Stanley Pool, Benshaw, these guys at the top. This is the draft we get. But again, for you to really know that I'm not editing, I'd have to do it like right before the draft, which I'm fine to do as well if I can remember, of course. Let's go ahead now. See if we can continue the undefeated streak, man. 4-0 to start the year would be pretty nuts. Thought we could sneak into the playoffs this year, but 4-0. Here comes the rain that they said was coming last week. Rain against the Niners. It's tough. It's just going to allow them to run the ball a lot, but it's the same playbook going against each other. Let's see who's better at running the San Francisco playbook. The team has been doing it for years. The team who started using it this season, it's pretty back and forth so far, but San Francisco has the lead. We take it back and had a 1-point lead going into half, but another high-scoring affair. This is a tough offense to stop. We've got a 2-score lead. San Francisco makes it close, but my goodness, this playbook's OP. This playbook is overpowered. Use San Francisco. You'll never lose again. Sims well, apparently. Plays fantastically. If you're somebody that doesn't like to pick your own plays and you like to use coach suggestions, coach suggestions for this playbook are awesome. I love them. Going with another rushing touchdown and 2 more passing touchdowns. I think he has. Has he thrown a pick this year? I don't think he has. Stark contrast from last year. Williams was the star today. Bullocks and Campbell got into the end zone. Odom. Only 3 catches, but he averaged 20 a catch. We allowed 1 sack. Cowan's just, playing out of his mind, man. It's nuts. No TFLs, but we got 3 sacks. Already saw Cowan, Gaffney as well, Randall as well. Pick for Cowan. Gosh. This guy's defensive player of the year. Up to this point, he has to be. That 66-yard punt. Was that net 63 for the 1 punt for Emerson? This team's good in year 3, man. It really is. I knew there'd be some sort of improvement, but I have to be honest with you, I did not expect to be 4-0. Gonna do that annoying thing. Let's just get Jamal Arnaud closer to 99 overall. I actually probably want to do pass coverage, so I can, because the general doesn't really up man coverage hardly at all. I want to get his man coverage up a little bit. My gosh, look at that. Look at that player card. For Randall, and I want to increase his block shedding, but getting finesse up to 90 is tempting, but he gets none there, which is super annoying. Little field general for Cowan. Best defender in the league through 4 weeks. I think it's pretty safe to say I don't see anybody outperforming what he's done through 4 weeks. We see Bullock's had star dev, so his dev trait is revealed only star. Not super surprised by that, I must say. Do we know Trouts? No, but close. Lastly, we've known for a while. Backup, inside linebacker. Stewart, just saw, has superstar dev. Gets a couple of zone coverage. You'll love to see it. The rest of these guys will upgrade themselves. See if we got another defensive player of the week, and that'll be the last thing we'll do here in the episode. But we are riding high. The second defensive player of the week, week 1 and week 4, Cowan is on the D point, and he had a really strong week 3 too, man. My goodness. This guy's nuts. Very excited that he was like somebody I scouted in the last minute. I was just looking through combines. We almost didn't draft this guy you imagine this defense without him? I can't. This dude's all over the place. Back soon with another episode, and I will see you then.